Kirton and Lindsey Council have betrayed the people here. The council have just lost a bid to stop the building of new houses on Ings Road, near where Classic Park is. Now, that area, Ings Road, is just farmland. It's desolate farmland. With only like an old, decrepit 19th century farmhouse there, and a few old pig pens. It's nothing. It's totally just green land. You know, it's just fields with like horses in them. It's totally just, it's nothing. It's just deserted land. But these housing developers, you know, these greedy bastards want to, you know, buy the land and build houses on it. Now, currently on that land, there are, as I said, farmers there who own horses, and they use the land for the horses to graze on. Now, I think these housing developers are just going to go up to these farmers, give them a few £100 and tell them to get themselves a farm in like Essex or Kent or somewhere. And I'll gladly, you know, take the money and do it. Also in Classic Park is Classic Park, you know, Ings Road. Yeah, there's a sporting facility called Classic Park, which is a sporting facility slash a scouts, like beavers, we call it, beavers, you know, like scouts, you know. And on Classic Park itself is a football pitch and a scouts hut, you know, like a hall, kind of, very small, and outside the hall is I think it's a crochet field, or like a tiny little, like, crochet fields, like stands and stuff, and places to watch. And like this place, Classic Park, is kind of like, you know, like our football stadium. I mean, Kirton doesn't have a football stadium, but it does have Classic Park, where we do gather and watch football take place every Saturday. You know, we don't have like stands or anything. We just like bring like camping chairs and just watch the junior football team play each other. You know, and this area is very rural, very green. It's a great place for dog walkers. And what this greedy housing development want to do is destroy it all and build houses. And this is fucking wrong. The council have also not managed to stop the building of new houses on Windmill Way, and the building of new houses on Tudor Reach, both of which the locals of Kirton do disagree with. We don't want any more houses built. The council have failed us. They've failed us. They have failed. Because new houses are being built in these areas, which everyone in Kirton disagrees with. We disagree with it because we don't want our town to be turned into a fucking exact carbon copy of Scunthorpe. Because right at this minute, Kirton is, you know, it's a typical rural town. It's not very big. Everyone knows each other. You know, there's barely any crime. You know, it's just very small and very boring, frankly, but I love it. And what I'm worried about, and what most people in Kirton are worried about, is that with the building of new houses, new luxury houses they're called, there'll be a massive influx of people. Now, if it's not new houses being built, it's existing houses being sold. Everywhere I go, there are for sale signs on houses everywhere. This is bad. We don't want people, as I said, flocking to our town. Now, Kirton mostly has, people who move to Kirton are mostly white English people from Scunthorpe, because Scunthorpe is a shithole. I go there for college and I see ragheads and post boxes and all sorts of packies walking by. And I hate it. I really hate it. And I love Kirton because it does not have any fucking Muslims in it. And that's what I love best about my town, is that it doesn't have diversity. Because diversity isn't a strength. Look at Scunthorpe, look at Birmingham, look at any other diverse town or city, and you'll see it's an absolute shithole. Kirton isn't a shithole because Kirton doesn't have diversity. And that is its strength. Lack of diversity is our town's strength. Now, the current mayor of Kirton isn't a wokey, she isn't a leftist, she isn't a conservative either. She's just a bitch who really just doesn't care about the town. And really, she's just involved in petty squabbles over, like, tiny little things. I don't think she's not even political at all. She's just a power-hungry bitch who just wants to remain mayor of Kirton for as long as she possibly can. By, just pleasing the locals. And, that is, kind of good. I mean, she's a bitch. She's an absolute bitch. She's, angry, mad. She doesn't like talking or socialising, but she wants to remain in power by pleasing the locals. And she tried to stop these housing developments because the locals came to her and said, we don't like these new houses being built. We're afraid our town might be turned to Scunthorpe. And she said, okay, I'll do something. And she did nothing. She failed. She's a failure. A failure. Absolute failure. And, our town, I do not want it to turn to Scunthorpe. I don't want to see hijabis or bloody post boxes walking down the streets of my town. I don't want it to happen, and it won't happen. I don't want it. As this town currently stands now, it's majority white English Christian, and, well, there's no minorities at all. Not one single one. I can only think of, one family of black people, and an elderly black man and a few Polish Catholics. That is all. That is all. That is all. That is all. And of course, there's an Indian restaurant called the fucking Shimla Spice, which, well, the guy who owns it isn't Muslim, so that's a good thing. And there's a fucking Chinese. That's just greasy and shit. But, as far as diversity, our town has none, which is a good thing. I don't want our town to turn to fucking Scunthorpe, because Scunthorpe is an absolute shithole. Anywhere that is diverse is immediately shit. So I want to guard my town from diversity. I want to guard my town from Islam. I want to guard my town from wokeism. If I could, I would literally go on the, decide who can live here. Just pan-pick people based on skin colour and religion, but I can't. But yes, I do not want Kirton turned into a multicultural, diverse shithole. Because quite frankly, it doesn't deserve to. It's a nice town. The people here are all old people who, they're all old English people who have worked hard for what they have and just want to enjoy retirement. And so I do not want this town turning into a shithole like Scunthorpe. I don't want it. I mean, Friday nights in this town are so peaceful you'd hardly even know it was a Friday night. That's how fucking peaceful they are. Compared to a Friday night in fucking Scunthorpe, which is just hell on earth. So yes, but the Kirton Lindsey Council have failed the people of Kirton. They've failed. They have not stopped the housing development or the new houses being built, and frankly, they're just failures. They should hang their heads in shame for failing. They said they would stop it. They did. They said in 2018 they would stop new houses from being built in Kirton, and they failed. They failed. So Kirton Lindsey Council, hang your heads in shame.